Okay, so here we are. This is the second video explaining my problem. So I have learned a fair amount here, and you can see I've got a project with Dimension Pro open. I've got another VST called Stylus RMX. Here's my display, and currently highlighting Dimension 1. You can see up here it is confirming that I'm controlling Dimension 1, and also down here you can see I got Dimension Pro. I'm selected on bank number 1, and what happens here is, as you have this open, if you choose a different bank, I'm going to click on the bank number 2, it changes all the different controls. So basically it's like those 8 rotary dials now are controlling 8 different functions. If you select on bank 1, then it gives you that other set of functions. There's so many things you can adjust in Dimension. So what I've got, and then if I go and select Stylus, this VST, you can see it recognizes that I've picked it. Good. And same here, I get the display. Good. And the controls that it's telling me it does actually do work. So for instance, up here it says level. If I adjust that rotary 1, you can see right here on Stylus that is the level adjustment. So it's controlling it. That's great. Where I'm still struggling, and what's bothering me here, is each of these little displays under the blue. So the blue is indicating to me that it's a controllable or programmable slider or knob, and underneath it says what it's doing. In this case, part 2 pan. If I go back to RMX, pull up the mixer console within it, part 2 pan is right here, and if I move that slider, you'll see it's going to control it. I'm moving the slider now, and you see part 2 pan is moving, and there's my slider mimicking what I'm doing with my finger here. So that it's definitely receiving the signals. Making sure that Act Enable button here is on is very important. That I definitely agree. So, and if I click back on Dimension, you'll see it comes up, and then I can adjust things like cutoff, or in this case I've got element 2 selected, and I'm rotating a knob, and that's as it should be. Up here as well you can see it says it's cut off for element 2. The problem is, what if I don't want those settings? For example, if I right click on Dimension on one of these and I try to MIDI learn or MIDI forget, it just does not work. And similarly here, when I go to, if I just open up Stylus and I click here on the MIDI learn, and I learn control, and the way this works is you slide it and then you move the slider, it's just not doing anything. So that's a problem. It's not responding to the MIDI learn in either Dimension Pro or in Stylus or any of the other VSTs that I've experimented with. And as well, I can't seem to figure out how to change it here. I mean, if I could change it within the APRO interface and just choose this drop down, that would be fine. But within any of the blue knobs, I can't do it. Now, within the non-blue knobs and sliders, it actually does allow you to click and do the drop down and go and pick what you wanted to. For instance, the transport buttons work that way. So do the black ones. And then if you right click on them, this is where you can exclude them from the active VST. So in this case it's saying no matter what you do, just keep the black one controlling your main volume 1 on your master, and in this case it's doing something else. So anyway, that's the problem I'm having now, is that I can't seem to get it to respond to the MIDI learn in either of these 2 VSTs or any other VSTs. These are just 2 examples I've picked. But it definitely have the control following the active window. So making progress, but still not quite there. Thanks again so much. Everyone's time is valuable, and I really appreciate you listening to this and offering up some of your own experiences. Cheers, and hope you can help me out. All the best. Bye.